You don't need 20 friends. You just need 3 motherfuckers and you can take over a country. Okay, that's what we're confused as Americans. We think we need all these motherfuckers. You give me 3 bad motherfuckers and you're finished.
So, anyway, we could cut that out if we leave it in.
Yeah, well, whatever.
Slippery Stallions. We're back in the stew. It's a nice, warm... Is it summer yet? Is it still spring?
No, it's spring.
Spring day.
It's not too bad.
The Orioles are on a tear. They lost yesterday, right? We're still on a
Lost
tear.
yesterday, but all right.
What's new in the crew? We didn't get together last week. We had a situation happen, and then we were gonna have some guests this week. We had a cancellation, so it's just us. What's been going on, guys?
Nothing. I feel like something happened, but I can't think of it right now.
Starting off with a real bang, real heavy hitters. Ready to rock?
We just got off work and shit. We're getting there, you know.
I will say this: every O's game that I've actually watched the entire game, they've won. So I haven't really watched the loss yet.
That's
Maybe
good.
We should keep watching.
Yeah,
So.
just keep on plugging away.
But
Keep on plugging
I
away.
watched two games of the Yankees and then all of the Reds.
that Red Series is great.
Oh, it was phenomenal.
Because I thought that because they're a good fucking. They're like the Orioles, but in the National League, they're fucking. I thought when I was in Cleveland, I talked to a guy who was a Reds fan. And he was talking shit. You know, not talking shit, but kind of like fucking, just whatever. But I was like, yeah, I like the Reds, it's no problem. But it was cool. I was excited to see that series. It was dope. But that's what I want to bring up. This morning I was driving to work, and it was the first time I ever saw like a DC United, like kind of car, like there was like an Orioles or Ravens kind of shit. It was the
But it
first
was
time.
DC United.
DC United, like everywhere. License plate, fucking. I was like, what the fuck?
Okay.
Is that the soccer team?
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
kind of cool. The MLS kind of can, Yeah, it's weird. It weirded me out. I thought you would.
You're going to
be
see that with
disgusted by it.
WNBA now. It's starting to get popular. I got people hitting me up on my TV service like, where can I watch the WNBA games? I'm like, bitch, it's preseason. You weren't even watching regular season last year, and all of a
Really?
sudden you want to watch preseason games.
I mean, this recent WNBA, the college shit, like that really brought a lot of, focus onto women's basketball, which
Yeah.
is cool, but I still hate it.
Well, I saw the women's basketball players complaining that they wanted like the same profit share as the men. They're like, we don't want to get paid as much, but we want the profit share. Well, it's like the WNBA is a subsidiary of the NBA, and they lose like millions of dollars a year.
Oh, really?
So if you do the math, they would actually owe the WNBA if they went to profit value.
That's an argument I've never understood. I know Bill Burr brought that up, and his comedy thing was like, fucking. If you want to make as much as the men, you got to get fucking people in the seats, right?
Yeah.
You got tickets. You got to sell tickets.
Yeah.
It's the same thing with the Orioles. Everybody wants us to keep these players around, right?
Yeah.
Athlete and stuff. In order to do that, you have to fill the stands, right? Baltimore, a lot of people don't want to go there. So you got to buy tickets. So you might have to take the ticket prices up. There's certain things you have to put money in.
Yeah.
To have
To
it work
make
out.
money come
But
back.
yeah, I never understood that women's NBA argument and shit. It's always
Which I didn't realize how great our draft picks have been. The last first round draft picks for the Orioles have been the last 5 years to build the team we have now.
even until like the second and third, because Gunnar was was he a second round pick or just was he a late? Well, did we have 2 picks?
I
in
think
the
he was
first,
first round.
I think he was.
first round.
I think he was first round.
It was either like late because I think we would have 2 picks. I think he was late first. Look at that fucker. Late
know,
first or like in early second, but even that just deep drafts. John Means fucking. We came across him. He's fucking like a 17th round pick, but
Yeah.
that's from previous regime.
So how was your? Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, I was just gonna say, was Rutschman first round?
He was number 1.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, he was the first pick, I believe. I forget what year, but
So how was your Ohio trip?
it was fun, man. It's actually a pretty cool city.
Really?
Because it was kind of,
Wow.
which is weird, right? Cleveland. You're like, I'm fucking not going.
And you
to
said
dumbass
people.
Cleveland,
You said
yeah.
you thought people
I
were
mean-
going to be like whack with the whole like rivalry, but they were like kind of.
I was expecting more.
like Steelers,
and maybe because we weren't in like football season yet, right? It was still kind of that. It was draft night. I was there for draft night, so I'm thinking. And I wasn't going around like telling everybody, oh, I'm from Baltimore and shit, but like
Oh god.
I actually ran into quite a few Steelers fans, which was apparently the Browns fans hate Steelers more than they hate the Ravens,
Gotcha.
which makes sense too, because actually Pittsburgh is closer to
Yeah, geographically.
Cleveland and shit.
Yeah.
So, but I thought that was cool. I was like, well, fuck it, all right, we'll just hate the Steelers together then, fucking cool.
Hell
But
yeah.
it was a really beautiful city. It was kind of reminded me of Baltimore, but like spaced out. It was weird. There was like no one there. It was like a city, but it felt like
Like-
we walked like 5 blocks, and I might have saw like 6 people in the streets. And this was, I mean, it was like probably a Wednesday or like a Thursday night, but it was still like 9 o'clock. There's still bars everywhere. It seemed like no one was out. It was weird,
Wow.
but it's cool. I want to go back actually and see more shit,
Yeah.
which is strange to say.
Yeah, no, that's. I mean, I've heard Ohio people are like, just like Maryland people, where they are super proud of their state.
Yeah,
Really?
Ohio
it's
people
blue
are
collar
like-
shit, dude. It's
yeah.
that fucking
Yeah, that
you know?
Ohio pride is like Jamie from Rogan is from Ohio.
Oh, is
He's
he?
like all about Ohio shit. Like he just like reps Ohio hard as fuck.
And when they got the Buckeyes shit too, like the Ohio State, the big college there, so they fucking love that shit. So that was a big thing too. But yeah, man, it wasn't much different. I thought it was gonna be a fucking weird spot, but it was. I'm gonna go back. We should all go. So I'll go
Ohio.
to, not a Browns game, but I'll go to like a Cleveland Indians game, Indians O's game or something. Would be tough.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
But,
I think they changed their name though, right?
fuck, I can't say Indians. Guys, I can say Indians on.
I mean,
Guardians?
We can say whatever. It's the Guardians now.
Yeah. But even they were roasting that shit down there. They were like, it's a fucking dumbass name.
It's a
Really?
big-
Yeah.
They were mad.
Yeah, well, just because everybody is kind of, there was,
Yeah.
obviously the logo was a little stretched, but, the name itself doesn't hurt anybody. The problem is that no one gives,
It was a cartoon.
if they were to give, like, proceeds and actually, like, for the Redskins or whatever it was, like, shit like that, like, if they were to actually just pay these, like, tribes or something in that area and, like, give to the people,
Yeah.
then it wouldn't be a fucking issue, but you got to be greedy.
True.
And then it becomes fucking, that's really the biggest problem. And because now they're talking about changing. There's talks about changing the name back. I think. I don't know if it's the Redskins or the Indians. I'm not sure which one. I think it was the Redskins. There was talks of like changing it back. or some
Yeah.
shit.
I've heard that too.
But
I mean, you
too
got to
late
think
now.
they have new ownership, so
Yeah.
see what happens.
Mm.
Do you-
What's been happening in current events? Anybody?
Bro, I'm so numb. I'm so numb to just everything, which is a weird place to be at.
Yeah.
Just a war and everything. It's just something new every day. The fucking Trump trial here. Biden saying, don't know what he's saying this time. I'm just so, it's like,
Yeah. It's frustrating.
I really got every morning I'll hop on yahoo.com to see that's all I can see at work. I think I've said it before.
Yeah.
And it's the same fucking shit. And by conspiracy, I don't even have conspiracies anymore. It's kind of where I'm headed in this world. It's like dumbing me
They're
down.
just like realities.
yeah, man, it's crazy.
Because like the
I'm
shit
sick
that
of
the
it.
shit that's like seems crazy is actually real. Like, did you send me the thing about how Ukraine nightlife is like
yeah,
just up? There's more bars that have been opened. Bars and nightclubs have been opened since the war has started. Like since after the bombings, like there's more clubs,
yeah.
more nightlife, more people going out.
So where's our money going? What's happening?
Did you hear the PLL player, the professional lacrosse player, got killed by the cartels in Mexico?
No, I did not hear. I
Mm-mm.
haven't. This is
What's
brand new
What's
to me.
PLL? Is that their league down there?
Professional lacrosse league. No, it's not in Mexico.
That's the
It's
lacrosse
yeah,
league. Okay, fuck.
Yeah.
Who did he play for?
He played for New York for a while. He was an Australian guy. He was like a year younger. He was like 33.
Oh.
Wow.
Why'd he die?
They don't know. There's like him and 2 other guys. Their
I
bodies.
think I saw this.
Yeah, their bodies.
and they
were
found
just
him,
found.
and it was actually over tires. I don't think it
Really?
was a car. It might have been a cartel, but they wanted their. It could be a different occurrence. I think I saw something. It was a couple Americans that were killed in Mexico. One they said Australian, whatever, and they were like robbed, but like they were wanting their tires.
It was all
Yeah.
over
I
tires.
don't know if that's true, but you know what you see.
like purchasing. tires?
Speaking of tires, Shane Gillis has a new show coming out on
I
Netflix.
saw the pilot.
It's called Tires, and it
Oh.
looks fucking hilarious.
Is that the one that you sent me that I said
yeah,
that I already
yeah,
saw?
Yeah. Oh,
About-
it's so good.
Not hitting
Tapping.
women or whatever.
Yeah, it's so good. I can't. I'm glad Netflix is starting to be funny again. Like they're really starting to put shit out. Like just the woke shit's dying down
Yeah, I mean,
to an extent.
good and a good thing. But I think also Netflix put out there saying like they want to focus on like quality over like quantity actually. Because before they were just fucking.
Yeah.
I mean, there was just so much shit
Rolling.
was on there.
Yeah.
Half time I was like, it was all like French movies and shit. I'm like, I'm not fucking French.
Dude,
Yeah.
half the time I get on there and I'm scrolling for longer than I'm watching. everything.
Absolutely.
I scroll for like a half an hour, put something on, and fall asleep
Yeah.
because there's so much shit. I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
I know.
I started that 1899.
Is that what the
yesterday.
Yellowstone kind of?
No,
What is that?
it's like based on like the ship that there's like a crazy ship that back in like the 1800s. There's these
1899.
Yeah, there's these ships that I don't fucking know. It's but like I'm halfway through and I'm like, what's up with the lips? Or this is it not linking up? And then I paused it and like put it back because I thought like my shit was off, but it
Mhm.
wound up being in German, so it's close enough for you to not
Gotcha.
notice. But when it's like a Swedish show and they're dubbing English, I can't do it.
It's the worst, man. I'd rather.
can't do it.
I used to be like a big like anti-subtitle guy
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because I guess I'm half retarded and I can't read like and listen at the same time. I don't know, but
Mm-hmm.
now I'd rather have subtitles over like
Yeah.
like I really can't focus if the words don't match the lips.
I'm a big
Can't do it.
subtitle guy now because I don't listen to stuff super loud because a lot of times the baby's asleep in the next room.
Okay.
So I got to listen to it on low. So like I'll hear it, but I'll also be reading it. So
Yeah.
I'm big on the subtitles.
I've gotten used to them. Weirdly, I still don't prefer them, but I've gotten used to them.
Well, you know what's weird that I don't do is like my device that I use, like the NVIDIA Shield, like I can hook up Bluetooth headphones to it. So if I really wanted to, I could like hook up and you could do it for a lot of TVs. Like you
Yeah,
could hook
true.
up your AirPods or whatever, so you don't disrupt anybody. But nobody ever fucking does that.
That is true. Yeah.
I got another comedy show coming up Friday.
Oh, we're going. I bought my. I got my. Well, I didn't buy my tickets, but
Yeah, they're free tickets, but reserve online. Link in the bio.
he sent it to us. You just didn't see.
yeah.
You didn't see the text.
Nick Kuhn's way too busy of a guy to keep up with our text message thread. It's out of
He's got
control.
this job. This
I'm
sales
just trying
job.
to
He's-
focus.
No, I feel you.
You
Stay
know?
focused. Stay tunnel vision. I love it.
Yeah. So
Get that money.
Trying.
Ollie got a haircut. First haircut he's ever had in his life. 6 years.
I know, dude.
what'd you do with the hair?
I think his mother donated it. I think his mother was donating. I think.
You gotta be careful with that. I heard they're actually cloning kids from their hair. Their first hair.
I heard that like Locks for Love is really not even for kids. A lot of times it's
for
like
adult pedophiles to sniff it.
no alopecia.
Oh, that's a better
Alopecia.
cause.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
cause.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
Reminds me of
I-
a joke I just came up with, which was does Joe Biden have scented candles
I
of
saw the little clip.
children?
Yeah, I saw that.
That
Wow.
actually worked out. I bet he does. I bet he does.
What else?
I don't know. Been dodging a lot of roadkill lately.
Yeah, possums,
Dude,
raccoons,
like
everything.
yesterday morning on the way in, and I'm sorry, like no offense to anybody who drives a Tesla, but it just made me laugh. when
Dude,
it
they're the
happened.
worst now.
So I was behind a Model 3, and we're driving, and next thing you know, I can kind of see the roadkill coming up. And I don't know how they didn't see it, but I guess the height of their vehicle just wasn't going to match it, and I think it was like a big possum just
Rolled
plopped
right
in
over
the
it.
middle of the,
Ugh, they're the grossest.
and the Tesla hit the possum, and it just
Disintegrated.
no, it like clipped it. I don't know. It hit it enough to like move it, obviously, but it just kind of made me laugh because it's like
See, I don't laugh at that shit.
all
I hate it.
silence and then just.
I know
Like,
they're
I'm
gross
just trying
and
to
all,
think
but
what it sounded like inside the car.
That would fuck my day up.
I still have never been in one, but I'm
A
just saying
possum?
I don't know. No,
Oh, Tesla.
a Tesla.
Okay.
A possum?
You know you're supposed to if you see one dead. Which
Uh-huh.
I don't. They say you should check it because apparently they could have babies.
Oh,
Well,
inside
also-
and shit, right? Is that something? Is that
Possums
yeah.
play dead.
Oh,
Dude.
Yeah, they play
That's
they're
right.
playing
Playing
possum.
pops.
Speaking
Yeah.
of babies, I was sitting at my desk
I thought you were
yesterday,
saying
and
speaking of dead.
and this squirrel this big mama squirrel comes running. We're like, what has she got right there? Like underneath her mouth or whatever. She was holding the baby, and she was taking the baby, I guess, like across the parking lot, our parking lot, and then into the back on like the side where all those trees are at, and then ran back and got the other one.
Oh shit!
Wherever the other one, I don't know where they were coming from, but it was just wild to see this shit go down for like 20 minutes.
When I went to Joe's the other day, I thought
like,
it was like a
wow.
baby squirrel, and this thing's like running around the tree, and then I saw it go into Joe's garage and then run out, and then I realized it was a chipmunk.
Oh, I don't think
Dude,
I've ever seen a chipmunk.
A chipmunk?
Dude.
They're the
Maybe not realizing
cutest
it.
fucking things ever.
They are the best.
They're like this big, and they look like a squirrel, but essentially, they're a mouse with a fluffy tail. But you see a mouse, and you're like, I don't know. Their head's a little bit different than a mouse. I guess they're not a mouse, but
Now here's the thing: when you saw that
That's not-
and you said it's cute, did you think, "Oh, that's cute," but I should go step on it because I know how you are?
no. It was like that's
So I could get my
cute.
BB gun.
I could definitely
oh, yeah.
I could definitely own that.
No, but that's. I mean, yeah. Sorry,
I love some animals.
some animals.
He loves some animals.
I love some animals.
But other ones, he just wants to kill them. But what's funny, he doesn't do that to them, though. That's what's
Yeah.
hilarious, is because he has the. You might think psychologically, like he's gonna do it
I'm a serial killer.
of
Yeah.
animals,
Yeah.
but he's not.
You guys
What?
make me sound
That's-
like Ted Bundy. Like
Well,
It's
it's
just
weird.
it's just weird. Animals come in his life, and then they just somehow always leave.
But look, I mean that's what
In a
they
body
can't stay
bag.
forever.
I know,
it's
but
weird.
like, there's other
In a
certain ones that
body
just
bag.
did.
For some reason, like my dad, like he's not like he doesn't hate animals, but like he would never have one if like we didn't want one. Or he was not like a dog or a cat guy. But whenever like dogs or cats around him, they like gravitate to him and like literally won't leave him alone. Right?
Who,
They-
your dad?
yeah. So almost like I think animals know like
do animals
who, like-
know? Yeah,
like
when
who's
you
like got, like a who's gonna like who's got a good heart, I guess, like where they try to make you fucking
Yeah.
animals
love
know
them.
when you don't fuck with them,
Yeah.
and they try to like get you to fuck with them.
yeah. And then some of them get like beat and put in like dog fighting rings and stuff, and then they get that whole world. But that happens sometimes. But most time they choose the good people. Animals choose you typically. I feel.
I don't know if I mentioned this last time, but
Can't think.
we had a couple of the Barrel House boys, a couple of the Hartford County comic guys, do really well at the Port and at the Magooby Showcase, and a couple of them got passed at the Port. So Hartford County guys, the scene's popping off.
What is that when you say get past it?
So
what is
getting
that?
passed is basically like the owner sees you, he recognizes that you're good, and then he's like passes you, which means he'll put you on shows throughout the week.
'Cause that's what Brandon was telling me. He was like,
Yeah.
I got passed, and I was thinking like, what? Well, if you got passed, I thought they were fucking with you. To me,
No. It sounds like,
understood it
oh, we're
different.
passing on you,
Yeah,
but no,
exactly.
when you get passed, you're actually doing good.
You get the pass, I guess.
Yeah,
to
you
come,
get the
come play.
pass. You get the
Or-
pass.
or-
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You get like
I
the
want-
acceptance.
I like to go to the Port because I know like a lot of like it's a good comedy spot. A lot of people come.
Yeah,
through
it's
there,
right in
actually.
Fells, dude.
Yeah.
It's right in Fells,
I've heard
right
it's a good
down the street
spot.
from Max's. It's a cool little spot. It really is. I did an open mic there a couple Thursdays ago, and
I think Dom did one too, right?
yeah, we did the same one. It was super cool, really cool. I still think my favorite mic though is the State Theater in Havre de Grace.
Oh
It's-
yeah,
dude,
I've
it's
heard the
so
theater's sick.
fucking cool.
Didn't you go to? Didn't you do something there, Coon? Yeah. Don't you have a story about the
Yeah.
Let's hear it. Did you
You
do?
can't say it here. Oh, good.
You did Shakespeare in Love? You were in a play?
When I tell you what, I don't know if I should tell this one.
I shouldn't have brought
Because
it up.
honestly, that was like the last time like I was like that. You know what I mean?
then. He just got real fucked up and like just stood in the corner,
No,
stood
like
in the corner,
no.
like at the theater, like by the front door, the whole time.
What event was going
No,
on?
no,
there?
no, no, no.
It's some kind of Rocky Horror Picture Show, right?
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
It was a Rocky Horror Picture
Yeah.
Show,
Okay.
and I went in there, ordered drinks, sat down, and then like when it just hits you, and you're just like, oh no.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
you
yeah.
are trying to like fight to stay focused and controlled, like you know what I mean.
Especially
like,
if you
just-
did something before you went in there.
So, but Yeah,
you were
dude, it was
fucked
just
up.
bad. It was I was just bad. It was just bad.
Well, that place, I heard it's
too many
haunted.
shots, and it was just like
You may have got possessed a little
no.
bit.
What happened?
A lot of shit in Havertide Grace is haunted.
Dude, it was terrible. I was over the trash can in the corner at the front in this like dark ass corner for literally like ever.
Ugh, that sounds like a rough night.
It was
They
terrible.
just stood there. I would have laid. I would took my
I
pants
couldn't.
off. And
I literally tried to like stand up and just get out of there, and I could not. It was literally like every time I opened up my eyes or just moved up, it was just.
Jesus.
I mean, it was like no control. Like I could. It was.
Apparently, someone got murdered there.
like present time.
No. Like back. In the
No.
Oh, I believe
Yeah,
that. I mean,
back
fucking-
Oh yeah.
Someone got
you can do
murdered
the
there.
ghost tour or whatever. You can see fucking. There was a house that was for sale, and actually it was on the ghost tour we did like a few years ago, and it was for sale. And like I was commenting like, "Yo,
Yeah.
this place is haunted. Don't buy it.
Yeah.
Like fucking, don't unless you want to buy that shit." But so yeah, no doubt. I bet
It just
I
man.
bet
it was-
a lot of shit down there's haunted.
when you mix when you're drinking, going from like liquor to beer, and
Whatever.
if for some reason with me when I do that, it just spins.
Hmm. Yeah,
So-
no, I feel you.
Plus, I didn't really eat a lot that day. I don't think.
I used to think that messed with me, but like then the other day when I did that comedy show, it was like I drank beer at the brewery, but then I drank liquor afterwards, and like
Mhm.
they always say like beer before liquor, you'll be sicker. That
before
doesn't bother me. Liquor before beer, you're in the clear. That's
Yeah.
like the old saying. Now that used to affect me, but now I just feel like not at all. But if I were to, I don't smoke anymore, but if I were to like smoke now while being drunk, I feel like I would get the spins so bad.
That's my no go. Like I can get high, I can smoke and be high, and then like start like drinking beers and like sipping whiskey.
Yeah.
Like I can bring in the getting fucked up that way. But if I'm drunk and then like smoke weed like while I'm already, I will throw up and get the spins and down. I'm with you. I can't. I can smoke then drink.
Yeah, I can't do that
drink then
either.
smoke. No shot.
Dude, it's so bad when you get so drunk that you
Ugh.
close your eyes and you just feel like you're spinning. It's the worst.
The spins, man, get every time.
So bad.
That's
dude.
why I always
what
take
it
my
was
clothes
like.
off.
That's-
Everybody thinks, well, you guys probably do it too. Just I'm more notorious to it out in public. But you take your clothes off and like lay on cold surfaces. Man, I need like concrete. I need grass. I got to ground myself. Like that's something that's a big thing when I'm drunk, man. That's got to do it. Get outside. Get in nature. Fucking
Get grounded.
Yeah, get naked. And get in
grounded.
nature for real.
Straight
Get
Get your
I'm telling
feet
you.
on the ground.
For real.
No, but really, like, what sucked too about that situation was like, I threw up, and like, like when you throw up when you're really messed up, you think like, oh man, if I just throw up and get this out. of me,
Sometimes it
like,
never
real quick.
stops.
Yeah, but like, a lot of times, most of the time, you pretty much feel kind of a little bit better
Yeah.
after you do. No, it was like nothing changed. It just that happened, and it was just like
Well, you can also kind of like with
could
your
not leave.
lungs and shit. You can almost like get worse off by like the way your body's kind of
And luckily, the door dude was cool.
Well, I mean, what you gonna do? Kick you? I mean, put you on the
No,
street
he's
like
like,
that?
nah, dude,
you know?
I get it. You're good.
Yeah.
Went to Towson Mall today.
Really?
I've
For
been there
what?
forever,
Oh,
dude.
God, I haven't either.
Is it packed? Like, cause Hartford's fucking done. White Marsh is bullshit.
I mean, there's people there.
Is it still got stores and shit? Like, is H&M
Oh, yeah,
and all that
there's,
shit
like-
still there?
Apple's still there, right?
There's tons of stores there still. And I never realized, Bree said that like the more expensive stores are at the top floor.
Yeah.
I always thought like Nordstrom's was like that because Nordstrom's is like 3 floors. When you get to the basement, it's the Nordstrom's rack and it's the cheapest. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
I always thought Nordstrom's was like that, but like apparently she was like, no, it's like the high end stores are on the top floor and then you keep going down and down. 'Cause she's like, I don't know how Victoria's Secret got up here. And I'm like, what do you mean? She's like, this is the top, the high end stores. I'm like, I didn't even know that was a thing.
I didn't know that either. Was that to prevent thefts?
No, I
So
don't.
you gotta run long distance.
I don't know. I guess it's like top floors, upper echelon.
That's
but like,
true. I get it.
what's weird is there's a couple different spots
Umbrella.
in Towson that are like. There's one place called like Culture or something, the Culture, and it's like they have like 2 racks of like hoodies, and I'm like, this is a drug.
A little
Front.
front. Yeah, yeah.
This is has to be like you guys are
Shouldn't
just
put them
selling.
on blast, but
You guys are just selling fucking 10 hoodies, and you're like,
what were the price of the hoodies? Did you look
nah,
at the
I
price?
don't know. I did. Dude,
Yeah, what
some of those
material were they
stores.
made?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It could have been cashmere hoodies.
Dude, some of those stores in there are crazy expensive. Clothes are just nuts.
I remember the first time I walked into Louis Vuitton there, and I was trying to look at a wallet, and I thought I could go in there and buy a Louis Vuitton wallet because I had these Coach wallets forever, and I'm like, now I'm stepping up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'm tired of these Coaches. So I'm tired of going to the Coach outlet in Ocean City.
And you're like,
Shout out.
5,000?
How much? How much was it for real? Was it like what, a couple $100?
Dude, it was like $700.
Wow.
For a
Just for a
wallet.
fucking
And
What-
I just
wallet.
instantly put it down, and I'm just like,
What would have been your like? Did you go in there like, okay, if it costs this amount, I'll buy it? Was there like a where was your price?
He
point?
was capped at 200.
That's what I feel like 200. Well, that's exactly.
Yeah,
what I was
I know my
thinking.
boy.
Yep, me
I know
too.
my boy. He
That's
was
smart.
like, I've been spending 100 on these Coach ones. I'll fucking go
Yeah.
200. I'll step my game up on the
Honestly,
LV.
he probably.
And he
if it
saw
was
the
payday-
price, and he's like, "The fuck?"
Yeah, if it was payday, probably 252. He'd be like,
Yeah,
"That's
he's like,
only 50
if
No, I
it was
think
if it
we
was
get-
if it was 240, I would have made it happen. I'd have
think
transferred some funds, but 700, fucking out of here.
I can't remember how much the Coaches are. I think they're like $80.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But-
coaches. It's like Michael
Yeah,
Kors now.
But
you know,
yeah.
ain't nothing.
you got to go to the outlets. You got to go to the outlet stores.
Yeah,
that's the way to go.
No, it is the way to go. All the rebates, everything's there. Especially, dude, like
Buy one get one half off all the
Mm.
time.
all the time.
Dude, I went to fucking PacSun today. Shirts are like $35.
I didn't even know that was still
yeah,
a thing.
But I guess the talent's not working up here. But
PacSun is still around.
Crazy. It's
I'll
crazy.
tell you what, there's
I had no idea.
there's a clothing brand I just came across. And I like their shit. I don't know their fucking name, but their shit is pretty.
Zoomies.
It's like, not designer shit, but it's one of those kind of it's cool shit. And actually, they sell it in PacSun. I was like, where the fuck is PacSun at? It's weird, but I guess they do have some people kind of picking up. Have you seen Abercrombie's new fucking shit?
No.
Mm-mm.
Dude, it's actually pretty. Their whole revamp shit is like fucking actually pretty dope. I mean, it's kind of they're falling into like how everything looks now with like Gap and fucking. You see all these. Everybody looks like it's in this like the baggy like off tone colored shit. Everything like looks like Kanye
Like, yeah,
made it. You
Yeezy
know what I mean? Yeah, it's like
designed it.
easy design.
Yeah.
Everything is falling in that kind of look, but. The fact they're doing it and everything's like affordable, like it's not like $70 for like a fucking tight ass fucking, moose shirt, fucking like they used to have. It's like
Well,
pretty
yeah,
sick.
because their clothes were for like the
Yeah.
supermodel like.
That was a
look,
wild
like,
documentary.
Yeah.
The Abercrombie one. You ever see that?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
was
didn't
gonna
see
say
that.
I was gonna bring that
What was
up.
that about?
Just about how the company like
How the company started,
yeah, and like how it
how it
kind of
went.
had a
Yeah.
downfall and that kind of shit. But yeah, they're rebranding shit's really sick. I thought about getting some Abercrombie shit. bringing it
Really?
back. Yeah. Yep.
Now,
It's not
It just
bad.
makes
bringing
me
it
think
back.
of high school.
Just bringing
And the
it
thing
back.
is, I could never wear that shit. Like my always problem is I'm short and chubby, so like my, sometimes I might like a medium's too tight. A large is like the sleeves end up being down here, right? Like no one makes clothes for like
I know somebody.
who?
They're in a weird business.
Big dogs.
They cut trees down, and
Make wooden shirts.
they have like covers for
Stumps.
yeah.
We
For
bring
stumps.
we bringing the stumps
No,
back.
but-
We're bringing the stump
Yeah.
jab
It's
back.
He said he was short.
But I always
and
had issues. I
stocky.
couldn't wear their pants and shit back then. Like I couldn't wear them because everything was made like for tall fucking like skinny dudes and shit. So now like I'm like I can wear some shit now that I'm an adult. It kind of fits, I guess, a little better. It looks like. But
What I didn't like about
That
a
makes
lot
sense.
of the stores is
Sort of.
like especially like PacSun. I didn't like there was like fake vintage.
yeah,
There's like faded like made to look
AC/DC shirts and
faded
shit.
like Lakers.
yeah.
Target
Lakers
faded's the
championship shit that's like faded, and then like they had like a Rose Bowl 2006 hat.
Which would be dope if it was actually like from that.
But
Yeah,
it was
I know.
like an 06 Rose Bowl hat, and I'm like, if I saw somebody with that, I'd want to compliment them.
yeah.
But then if I knew they got it from PacSun this year and they just snipped the tag off, I
Yeah.
would be like, that's fucking whack.
I agree. I hate that shit.
Something about like
it looks cool.
yeah,
but-
it does look cool, but something about the like.
That's what
yeah.
that- the Orioles
what,
had, I
What, what they should do is if they're gonna do like the Rose Bowl 2006, like they should have the wrong winner, like how they send the shit to like
a bootleg.
Third
yeah
kind
the
of vibe.
bootleg when they send the shit to Africa. That's
They
like
sent the third
Damn.
world.
the Super
Yeah.
Super Bowl,
the
but like
losers.
PacSun should
They
sell
do.
it. So it's like even if they do sell it, it's like that person's a poser because they didn't even know.
There's kids running
That's
around
sick.
with shirts that say Super Bowl 47, Super Bowl champions 49ers.
Yeah,
It's like
That's wild. That's they got.
they're not.
That's sick. But
Crabtree.
I did watch half of the roast of Tom Brady yesterday. It was really pretty fucking funny.
I heard it was.
It was pretty good.
I heard a lot of the comedians were able to be themselves, and like it went.
Yeah.
yeah,
No,
Brought
it's
in
good.
a lot of shit.
my thing is like, cause I saw like Tony was he's fucking intentionally was fucking hilarious his roasting shit, but
Yeah.
like and him like roasting Kim Kardashian, funny, I get it, no problem.
Oh,
but,
that
like,
was awesome.
But like her going up and like just booing the whole time, whether she like sucked on, just kind of like I feel like it's kind of low hanging fruit almost to like you know what I mean I feel like to at the point like because here's the thing Kim Kardashian I hate her love her whatever they fucking do like to be like literally she did nothing to become famous and she is you know what I'm saying like
She
you
did
have
a
to-
little monologue.
that's what I'm saying
She
like,
did a little set.
that's what I'm saying but she
Yeah.
booed her the whole time and it was probably trash or whatever I
who
just feel
booed
like
her?
they just said on there like I guess like she was booed the whole time while she was doing her monologue is what I was told.
Oh no, I didn't hear that. I
Okay,
mean,
well then maybe I'm
yeah.
just talking shit because that's what Lauren brought that up. But yeah,
Yeah,
I was
no,
just
I
kind
mean-
of thinking. I was like, if you kind of, because I think she's a witch and like evil and like I think they take men, grind them up, and just fucking spit them out in the world and they're horrible, people like that. But you gotta give credit where credit's due. You know what I mean? You kind of gotta, whether you sold your soul or not, you kind of,
I mean, she
drinking
made
the
some
blood of
pretty good.
children.
I mean, I'm sure the shit was written for her, but she like made fun of herself. She was like, "Oh, there's rumors that me and Tom had a relationship, and I would never disclose it. I would just release the tape." Like,
Yeah, that's a good
you know,
one.
she just
That's
she,
good.
she made some
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny stuff, and that she said stuff about like she made fun of Bruce Jenner and or
That's
Caitlyn
cool,
Jenner.
yeah,
and
yeah.
she was like, Tom, you could be whatever you want. You could be a female. Like,
Yeah,
like,
I get it.
She
No.
did some,
Sick.
yeah.
Well,
She did
okay,
some good
well, it's
shit.
good then because I thought
I don't
'Cause
like
we
her, and I
didn't-
thought it was.
we
pretty
didn't
solid.
see it, and that's where I was kind of going on because to me, like, as long as Taylor Swift didn't get up there, then I don't give a shit what females on there. But what?
No, I was just
What?
like, I don't know why I was paused. No, it's just like, I like, don't know why I feel like I don't have an opinion about her.
I mean, that's kind of how I feel like now.
Do you know what I mean?
Well, I get you.
Like, I think how she got famous, I think is kind of gross. But
But how many people
like
do,
her
right?
mom,
I mean,
the
yeah.
mom involvement
Yeah.
part.
Well, either way, that's
Whatever.
what.
I mean that it they
That's
already
my
were
thing.
they already were in a different lifestyle period prior to that. So like,
Yeah, but
Wasn't she like Paris Hilton's style, or like she like cleaned out Paris Hilton's closet or some shit?
I don't know any of that shit.
I think she might have designed some of Paris Hilton's clothes.
No, she
to
was
tell you
like-
the truth.
I don't
She
know.
was like a hang around for one of them.
Which
she wasn't like that.
Kardashian is the best one?
Well, what year are we talking? Right.
We're
Because
talking.
here's
We're
the thing.
talking like, not the beginning of the show, but like in the prime middle.
Prime middle would have been Chloe. I think Chloe, like when she was
Like when she
at
transformed.
that thick point, but like she kind of started like, she was at a perfect like thickness at a certain point. It was just everything was
Perfect.
and then because Kim was already at this point like super fake and like everything was like
I
too
know.
done up, and then Courtney was just a little too like
She was
little-
too like
too dainty for me at that
yeah.
time.
She
right?
she looked like she just had a big cauldron.
Well, kind of.
And, you know what
But
I
then-
mean?
but
Like,
now-
she
but-
gave off those vibes.
But now I think I think she kind of has taken the lead from me over because then Chloe became like weird.
I
Yeah.
think
Super
the
skinny.
worst one is the mom, though. She's
Oh,
definitely
no
the
doubt.
worst
Well,
one.
she's not even in the
Where-
rankings.
Where I wasn't going off physical attributes, just like as a person.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, they're all fucked up.
I don't know.
Yeah,
I
they're pretty
mean,
fucked.
They're all. I mean, it's you run through that. You run through that shit.
the places they go though is amazing.
Yeah, duh. But think about where Matthew McConaughey.
That money though,
The people they fuck,
Did.
amazing.
dude. I wish I was Matthew McConaughey so
Talent.
bad.
Hmm.
I love the way he talks, dude. I just got done watching True Detective.
Oh, that's a good
And,
season.
like,
that
The first
one.
season,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
Correct.
You
the
should
best
just
season.
stop now.
The last
I know.
one. Did you
I'm
watch
already
it?
on the second.
No,
I'm
but
almost
I've
on the
heard
second.
so many bad
Yeah,
things, dude.
yeah.
Like in the beginning, we were like, the first couple episodes, you're like, oh, this is okay. Like it's True
Of
Detective,
what
right? You kind of
season?
the last one, just
with the
the
fourth,
final one or whatever, just came out. I guess
the
is this
third
fourth
or
or
the
fifth?
fourth. Yeah.
I don't even know what it's like.
I'm
They're
on
in
the second right now.
they're in like Alaska or whatever. They're like up north, but
Alright,
like
chill.
so it's cool. It's like different. Like Jodie Foster's great in it. Like it's really fucking. You'll know what happens, right? What?
I'm just thinking of like what in Matt and Shane's secret podcast they were talking about how bad True Detective is now. They're like The first season was so fucking good.
Yeah.
God,
Woody
it was
Harrelson,
so
Matthew
good.
McConaughey,
incredible.
and then it just slowly goes
incredible.
downhill into the point where then it's like Jodie Foster, like my cooch itches.
Kind of.
Like why did they make her just like
she's
that?
like a sex
character?
fiend. Like she's just like she's like a sheriff and just like
I
kind
think
of.
my vagina just farted.
What season is that? Is that the
Whatever this
third?
last one they
newest-
did,
whatever
the
the
newest
newest
one that
one
they
is.
did.
God, I
But
can't wait.
I stopped after the second season. Like we got like a few episodes in and stopped, but we got back to this. But you start watching and you're like, okay, like this is what I want to know what happens here. But then like you get to a point where you're like, bro, like I just want this shit to end, and like
Yeah.
I just want to know how it ends. But like this is fucking stupid, and that's how it got.
Did you you guys watched all of Dexter, right?
No,
I
did not
stopped
finish.
Dexter. I got tired of Dexter. I'm
I-
like, this motherfucker should got caught 8 seasons ago, and then I feel like I had like one season, one and a
go.
half seasons left. I just didn't finish it.
I didn't watch the last season too. I stopped.
Which killer did you think was like the most bizarre?
Dude, it's been so long since I watched
The-
Dexter.
the
That's the
only one I
same with
remember-
Walking Dead, though. Walking Dead got to the point where
God,
it's like,
that
dude,
show
what the
became
fuck?
trash.
I thought that show was my life.
You're telling me
That
this
show was my
deaf
life.
girl's still alive? There's no way. Like, the fuck out of here.
The Deaf Girl.
No, I
they-
stopped dead at like season after 8. Like as soon
I don't
as
even
they got
remember.
out of what was the town that they were in for a while? Started with a D.
I watched it till like 10 when like the whispers were a thing.
Well, see, I literally I watched the season right before like Glenn got smashed in. Like I literally I didn't even watch that season.
Really?
I didn't even watch
That
when
was
Negan
such a
came
good
in.
season.
Yeah.
Dude, when Carl died, shit just went downhill.
Yeah.
That's why I didn't even get that far. But back to my favorite killer from Dexter. I mean, it's been a while, same thing. But I thought John. What's
Casey?
No.
No,
John. Fuck, what's his last name?
I know.
Damn it, John Lithgow. Lithgow?
John Handy?
No, I don't know his name in the show. I'm talking about the actor's name.
No, I
He was
know.
the older guy,
I know who you're talking about.
and I can't remember John.
He
Lithgow.
played in that famous movie with the fuzzy dude.
Well, yeah, but he was my favorite. You know what I'm talking about. But,
Yes.
You know, I wish I knew his name because it would make sense.
Yeah,
but
that
fuck it.
was weird when he had the daughter and the son
Yes,
and that old car
but
and with the baseball bat.
I just couldn't get over Dexter's dad being Lord Raiden from Mortal Kombat. It's-
bro, that's a whole fucking other thing. Like
Dude,
the
Nick.
fact, looking back at how many of these fucking like movies like that where it's just straight like white people as like playing Asian. It was so crazy. That's the funniest fucking
Dude, he
shit.
was so good though.
Lauren
He
brought
was
that
my
shit up.
favorite
Look at it
character in Mortal Kombat. Even before the movie, I always was Lord Raiden in the game. Because the dude with the hat and the lightning and the blue
Well,
thing.
yeah, because he was such a fucking OP. He could just shock people.
Well, I mean, it's no different than Sub-Zero, like freezing you.
That's true.
did
And
you-
then the uppercut.
Did you guys watch the Avatar Netflix?
I got
Avatar
I got
Netflix.
to
What do you
the.
mean?
So I'm a big Avatar fan.
Not Avatar, the blue creatures, whatever.
Yeah.
Avatar, Last
Last
Airbender.
Airbender.
I didn't know about
Oh,
it, right?
no, I
I
never-
didn't know about it. Lawrence, like, I can't wait to watch this. Kind of, I never saw the cartoon or whatever.
Yeah.
The
You
story
never watched
itself,
the cartoon?
The story itself is one of the coolest fucking stories I've ever probably I've ever heard. Just to how the factions are and shit was really dope. And I didn't mind the show, but now I want to go back and watch the cartoon.
Dude, if you enjoyed the show that much,
Yeah,
the cartoon is going to be life changing.
that's what Lauren told me. She said
It really is.
It's really good.
Like even like Legend of Korra, which was like the spin-off later on, that was pretty good. Me and Oliver, we got deep into Avatar because I never watched it as a kid,
yeah, that's a new.
but I started watching it like a year or two ago with Oliver, and it was. Dude, it's so fucking good. They have so many like lessons, and it's really probably one of the best American-made animes ever created. It is really fucking good, and this I haven't watched the live action. I've only seen like to episode 2, but I'll give it another shot. My issue with it was
probably the same one Lauren had, but
they didn't. I don't feel like they knew what audience they were catering to.
yeah,
I
get
feel
you.
like they were trying to be acceptable for the children, but also
some adults that might be watching it.
teeter on the line of adults, but it got to the point where it's like almost corny.
Very corny, and that's something I brought up. It was hard for me. Some of the acting itself to me wasn't up to par.
Yeah.
Like you had a couple guys that were like decent in it, who were like like you knew. I saw them from other shit. They were actual like actors.
Mhm.
The rest of them seemed like it was they just found what they all had like hard like California accents, right? Even though they're like all from the Asian descent or whatever, they all like sounded the same. They all had the same accent for the most part. And it seems like whatever kid they could find that could like show just a little bit of emotion, they could cry a little bit on set, got the gig.
Yeah.
Because even the main kid was so fucking annoying, like as an actor, and so like. But when he starts doing like Avatar shit,
Now the
I'm
action
like, oh,
in
this
it,
is fucking awesome,
dude. The action, the
So,
fight scenes, like all that shit is top tier. But then like the acting and like
yeah.
the lines were just.
And
When I'm watching a cartoon, if it's a little bit corny, it's a cartoon.
exactly,
I can deal with that. But it's like I feel like they just didn't know what age group they were catering to. They were trying to go from like 11 to 45, and I feel like you have to just narrow it down. You got to be like, hey, I'm gonna make a mature version, or we're
yeah,
gonna
that'd
make.
have been tough, or what? Yeah, and lead into it because that was the same thing. It was like that's why we were like halfway through like the series, and we were like, look, the acting sucks. It's very corny, but it would kind of balance itself out with the story and then the actual action. So I have to go back and watch it. But
Now, on another note,
Yeah.
a show that did really, really well, and is already got greenlit for a second season, and I'm not finished yet, but Fallout.
oh, we
Yes,
want
I
to start
started
it.
it.
We want to start it.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm like maybe 2-3 episodes in, but it's very good. And if like I've talked to people that played the Fallout games
Did you
and
guys
know
play it?
the lore. I played it back on like Xbox 360.
Yeah,
It's been a while. I
too.
never
I
played like
yeah.
New Vegas. I never played that, but I played like the first couple, and like people that have been really into the lore have said like, hey, this is really well done. The only video game to show adaptation that I think has been better than that is The Witcher.
Oh, The Witcher was dope.
The
First season was
Witcher-
great.
The Witcher is amazing, and the first season was great, but it was also the special effects sucked because their budget was shit.
Okay, that makes sense.
'Cause The Witcher
But
was
just
a game too, right?
the acting, the everything was so good.
I thought Last of Us did amazing.
Last of Us
Yeah,
was
Last
great.
of Us was good too.
I never played the game though because I was too scared to play it.
I'm playing it right now currently,
Because
actually.
I don't like any kind of horror, like even like Resident Evil. I never played them shits. I'm a very that shit kind of scares me. So
The Last of Us is
But-
good, and I thought that Resident Evil show was good that they had on Netflix for a while.
never
but
watched
then
it.
It was really good, and then the guy died of cancer, like one of the main dudes.
Oh wow,
So they just stopped.
that's
it.
kind of cool. I
Which
appreciate
I
that.
appreciate that because I remember I watched the
Yeah.
show Spartacus back in the day,
I watched it.
and like 3 seasons in, the guy died of cancer, and they switched the main character
The
without,
show's gone.
and it was
No
just
story. They didn't just kill him off.
so hard to
See,
fucking watch,
and that's what
dude.
pisses
with
me
this-
off.
And it was a good show,
Yeah,
but it was so hard to watch.
like why wouldn't you if you know this guy has cancer, right?
Mhm.
Like why wouldn't you like maybe not incorporate that into the thing, maybe it's the same, but kind of focus on killing him off and kind
Well,
of
he was the main character of the whole thing, and like
I get you, it's Spartacus. I guess
Yeah.
I get you.
I mean,
saying,
he
never
led.
mind.
It
So-
was like before he even led the slave
Gotcha.
rebellion and shit. Like it, but it was. I still watched it. It was a great show. It was so hard to wrap
still
my
could have just wrapped up at that
brain
season.
around.
Yeah, like you said, kind of once you wrap it up, at the 5th season mark, if you could.
Yeah,
I can't stand people who do that shit.
it's rough. It's hard to do.
So I'm not really watching. Like, I mean, so we're gonna start Fallout.
That's a good show.
I
dude,
started watching
it was-
Modern Family. I started watching that shit, and that humor is that's good fucking writing on that show.
It
I'm
is.
glad it was like I don't know if it's still on or not. I'm not sure, but like it didn't think
It
so.
ended like
but
3 years ago.
but
I
like
think.
but yeah, that shit like. Yeah, some of the jokes in there are like very like for like
I love
network
early
television
Modern
is
Family.
great. That's where I'm
before the
I'm
kids.
about to get into the second season.
I've been on Band of
Kids are-
Brothers
the
lately.
dad cracks me up because the dad kind of makes me feel like
He's neurotic as shit.
like
Yeah,
I never watched
Well,
Modern
it
Family. I
just
think I've
reminds-
seen bits and pieces, but
it's something like we just pop because it's quick. We kind of pop it on. We're just like if I'm
it's a
gonna go-
casual.
if I'm gonna go play
casual.
video games and she's gonna go watch some kind of fucking
Yeah.
drag race show or something, then I'll in between kind of eating dinner and shit, we're like, hey, let's just hang out for a minute. We'll just watch Modern Family or
That's how New Girl
whatever.
is.
So New Girl's great.
New Girl's a good one.
New Girls suck you in though.
Yeah,
That's what
it'll
they
suck
say.
you
I'll
in.
go
New Girls
episode to
good,
episode.
New Girl is good. You watch it, you're like, I don't know about this shit. And then
Nah, it's funny.
You're fucking hooked.
Nah, it's a good show.
The guy Nick in it's funny.
Yeah, he's good.
I like him.
But
What show?
Well.
Well, I think anybody else got any show recommendations before we wrap this up? Slippery Stallions podcast, a great show. It's a great show.
yeah, that's a good one.
Good show.
I got a. Well, no, I'm not gonna go into that shit right now.
What?
But let's talk about going to music. If you guys are, need a country up and coming country star list. You probably already heard him, but Shabuzi.
No.
Shabu.
All right, Shabuzi. Now I've started like about 3 months ago.
This is country now.
Yeah, well, he's trust me, he's changing. I wouldn't say he's changing the game. But there's other artists like obviously like Darius Rucker.
Does he
and
need
there's
to
other.
stay in his lane or?
No, because he's always been in this lane. That's what I'm saying. Like I kind of came across him like a few months ago before because he's on the Beyonce album. Beyonce took a bunch of these like up and coming like people of color who are in the country scene. Who really doesn't. This chick Tanner something. She's fucking good too. Anyways, she put him on the album. So like 3 months ago or so, I started seeing a lot of like YouTube like videos of like I saw some of his shit pop up. Didn't click on and like came across a reaction video. One of these reactors I watched. They reacted to a song and I was like, yo, this shit is fucking hard. So I went back like 2 years. There's other shit. I'm telling you right now, man. He's gonna be on the radio.
Shabuzi's on.
Shabuzi. I'm telling you right now.
Shabuzi's
He's
the
on to
man.
come up.
Who's your
Alright.
favorite YouTuber that does reactions?
Favorite is the JK Bros are a good one of mine, like them. But I got what's I'm putting on the spot 'cause I've been drinking a little bit. What the fuck's his name?
I don't know. You apparently watch him, but you don't know his name.
I don't know his name.
It's all good.
Shabuzi. You heard it here
I
first.
don't know his fucking name.
Shabuzi is the next
Shabuzi.
upcoming
Shabuzi.
up and coming.
Oh,
guy.
No Life Shack. Sorry, Jesus, thank you.
Noah
God.
and Shaq.
No Life. No
No
Life
Life
Shack.
Shack.
No
Yeah,
Life
Jesus,
Shack.
He
thank you.
cracks me.
Yo, he's
up.
fucking great. We walk off up,
Well,
walk away and shit. Oh, he's great. But,
my favorite is when he knows something's gonna be sick, but he can't believe it, and then he hears it, and it's just.
See, a lot of these
I
reactions
just love
sometimes.
he's hilarious.
I like pure reactions. People, it's their first time actually hearing it. Some of these guys, I feel like they've already heard it.
Yeah, they're
but they know
scripting
it's
it, yeah.
popping up, and they know it's going to get in plays. And like Jelly Roll and that Rich Men from Richmond or whatever. When that song was coming
I
out, people
mean-
were like, they say it's but how like at that point, how have you not heard this song? Shit like
Yeah.
that. But
We could,
anyways.
before we wrap up, I mean, we could drop something real quick, but it might be a long one. Out of
What?
it. Have you guys heard the latest with Steve Will Do It? And, like,
Is that the
6ix9ine?
Tekashi 6ix9ine shit?
Oh,
I heard
I
about
saw that Steve took Takashi's
Called
family to Disney World and then dressed up as a Mexican man. And the picture was so funny because you could not tell it was Steve. He had like a big mustache and he like literally dressed up as a Mexican and took 6ix9ine's family to Disney World. That's on another level of beef.
Do they have beef?
Oh, they have beef right now.
Super big beef. Yeah.
So I remember
Super
there was
big
that
beef.
shit with like him.
They
and I
used to be
remember-
boys. They used to be really tight.
Yeah, because he did that shit with, which I was pissed at, like the King Von shit. Was it King Von? Like,
Oh yeah,
and,
yeah.
with
the guy?
yeah, that kind of shit.
with
So
the
I was,
jacket.
yeah, I was weird about that kind of thing, but
Then he ran
Dirk-
up on like
Dirk,
Lil
yeah.
Durk's lookalike
so, yeah,
on
Lil
some
Durk's
weird
lookalike.
shit. Yeah. And like Steve was like, I didn't know I was being a part of this weird
that was
shit.
like- but
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they got big beef. I don't know the ins and outs of it, but yeah, they got big beef.
I just know that somebody's finances are all screwed up.
Who? Steve?
Mm-mm.
Tekashi?
Wow, what happened?
He just his car got repoed recently. Whole bunch of crazy shit.
Wow, I mean, you saw it happen. Saw it coming.
Steve's paying her, giving them $12,000 a month for a year.
Is he banging her? Is he banging her?
No, I don't think so.
Steve's
No,
just
no.
a philanthropist.
Like that's his beef. That's the level of beef.
Yeah, he's like, I'll take care of your family.
Damn.
Wow, that is
That's a fucking
that's some
flex.
next level flex.
Jesus.
Whoa,
That's facts. I watched
You
it
know?
today.
that's crazy.
And if Tekashi was actually about that life,
He was.
he wouldn't have to
but
do this. Now he's got no gang to back him up. Shit.
It's like this Drake Kendrick thing. It's like,
I don't know, man. As soon as I saw that and heard that news, I was like, might just have to retire. Might have to just hang it up.
Hang
with
up
that.
Tekashi, no more listen.
yeah.
I mean, that might.
But
that
let's
might
say
be
what
the
this,
end of Tekashi.
the
But
Drake
sometimes
Kendrick
if I
shit.
need a quick hype, that like,
I don't even know where it started. I don't know where the Drake Kendrick shit even started.
yo, when did that?
Apparently, the Drake and Kendrick. If you look back, they've been throwing subs at each other for a while.
Really?
I haven't listened
Yeah.
to either of them in a while.
They've been throwing subs at each other since like 2010.
Okay, so it just came to a fucking head, I guess.
Yeah.
Or publicity, you
Obama-
know?
Obama said Kendrick.
I honestly think it's big publicity. I mean, dude, yeah, I don't know. I think the
Who's
whole
your
thing.
boy, Nick?
I think the whole thing is. Here's the thing. Everyone's saying, "Oh, Kendrick's bodying him. Kendrick's bodying him." Kendrick's songs have no playback value to me.
A lot of his shit, though,
Like,
he has some good albums.
He has some great songs. I mean, like "To Pimp a Butterfly" was like one of my favorite albums of all time. So like, don't get me fucked up thinking I don't know my Kendrick, but like these Drake disses that Drake's dissing Kendrick, you can literally play them multiple times and get hype and be like, this is fucking. The Kendrick ones are just him talking.
And that's what's funny because a lot of like the hip hop heads, like a lot of like Joe Budden and shit. A lot of these fucking and dudes on other actually in the hip hop scene, I guess, are like, oh, Kendrick is winning. You know what I mean? So I think it's certain. If you go by just that kind of, I guess, bar for bar, kind of whatever. But you're right. If it comes to actually still having radio hits at the same time of having beef, that's tough.
The shit that's mastermind is like Drake fed him false information. Did you see that?
No,
so
I
Kendrick just came out with a song like claiming that Drake had an 11-year-old daughter. Well, Drake had his people in his camp like feed Kendrick's people false information about a fake daughter, so that Kendrick put it in the rhyme. So it's like not even legitimate.
That's kind of funny.
So then now Drake came back and was like, "You don't even fact check your shit. You're just going off of shit that I'm feeding you." Like,
damn.
Yeah, like damn.
That's
there's some like
Yeah.
levels of manipulation going on here.
I saw a video. Someone was like, it showed Drake at like a fucking. We'll get out of here. But it was like a Dave and Buster's like DJing or something. It was, I don't know, but it was everybody's like, here's Drake now after Kendrick bodied him, whatever. I'm
Dude,
like,
if
he don't gotta do nothing.
if Pusha T didn't fuck him up, Kendrick's not gonna kill him. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's
true.
Like,
Yeah,
dude,
you're right.
After Ether, Jay-Z dropped fucking. What was it? The Black Album or the Blueprint? Like,
I don't know Jay-Z's albums like that, but
yeah, but Jay-Z came back after one of the most serious disses in the world.
I forgot about that.
Jay-Z.
Yeah, Nas murdered
Nas,
him,
yeah. Nas
and then
Jay-Z.
Jay-Z still like became
The man.
who he is. I think this rap beef does nothing but help you. Look at Machine Gun Kelly and Eminem.
True.
Machine Gun Kelly's more popular than ever.
Yeah.
And I think Eminem's cornier than he's ever been.
Really?
I am not an Eminem fan anymore. I think he's a fucking cornball. Honestly, I can't listen to like anything past the Marshall Mathers LP is just like trash to me.
He's had some songs where he's kind of been able to come with like new school like beats. Like that song Nat he did was fucking hard as shit. I like that, but you're right. Kind of then like
Stale.
a couple of other ones he did. It's like his rhyme scheme I guess doesn't fit on certain like beats and shit these days. You should have wrapped it up years ago in a sense.
Yeah.
I get you.
When you're
When you're
still
the
number
goat,
one?
you're the
But
goat.
is he still number one white rapper?
Oh yeah, no doubt. Everybody will tell you that.
I can't fuck with him.
Who's a better white rapper?
I mean,
Yeah.
Machine
nobody.
Gun Kelly?
But dude, Eminem is so lame to me now. I just can't. I can't do it. And I like
Is it
grew
the
up
beard?
on him. The beard's weird. The
I will
beard's
agree.
weird.
I agree. The
But
beard
dude,
is weird.
The one like you listen to some shit that came out even like in the middle of
It
his,
is weird.
his discographies like just like when he was dressing up in that Superman outfit and it was like yeah, I'm coming. Like, who are you making this song for? Talk about gerbils in your ass and shit. Like,
I get you, but that was that's the Eminem era, man.
yeah, I don't know.
You know?
He's so
I
fucking.
don't
Every time
remember
he
that.
comes on, I'm just like, oh, this guy again. You're like 50 years old. Just stop.
About that track he did with Lil Wayne and shit back in Forever.
That was amazing.
That song was hard as shit with Drake.
Lil
on it
Wayne
and
was
shit.
That
so
was
good.
good. Rap God was pretty
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
good.
Rap God was great.
That's what I'm saying. He's
He's got some bangers. I'm not gonna
I
lie.
see what you're saying.
But
You can be corny quick.
Hey,
But-
I just think, yeah.
same shit over and over again. It's just like, yeah.
All right, I
But
gotta go
we
clap
got to
some
wrap.
cheeks.
Love you guys. Slippery Stallions.
See you
we're
next time.
Out. Gang, gang.
And you're finished.